Do you ever pick a setter tank and then right away the opponents just lock in Diggy and you know you're gonna have a hard time and something like this happens? You do a beautiful set, a beautiful ult, however Diggy completely immunes it. Well, I'll show you how you can counter this and how you can play around it. Watch this. I have it though.
Yo, do it. I'm on my way.
Diggy ulted. Can you get him?
Oh.
Nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, masturbation at its finest. Masturbation at its finest. Without any further ado, let's get started and I'll show you guys how you can counter Diggy even with the setter tank. Here is the build that I use for this game. I'm Hajun, 300 plus stars, former pro player. Use my loot bar link for your next diamond recharge and get diamonds 20% cheaper than in game. Got sweaty fingers? My finger sleeves make your skills way more precise. Use code Hajun15 for 15% off at checkout. And if you want real, fast, guaranteed rank improvement, we code solo, duo, trio, and 5-man. Me and Dez, who is also a 1000 stars pro player. All info will be in the description of this video. Alright guys, so when the game starts, I always like to use a wall. Just like this, as you can see. I like to use the wall. Yo. Okay, so as you can see right here, this is the layout that you want to use. I'm sorry if all the voices in the back is a bit bothering, but basically what you want to do with this wall is you want to, first of all, you see this middle line running down over here. You see, I'm sorry that my cancel cast skill is over here. I need to reposition this. But what you want to do is you want to take this tip that you see right on his wall. You want to line it up with this line, okay, that runs along. And the next thing you're gonna do is you see this break right here. You see how the wall curves like that, right? Here you're gonna line up pretty much the back part, right? But this back part against that, okay? That is the best way I can tell you guys. Like, that is the best way you can do the wall, okay? So you just line it up with this curve right here, the back part, not this front part, the back part of it, and then your wall should always be successful. All right guys, that's I mean, for me that is the best indicator I can use or give you guys. If you guys have a better indicator for the wall placement, just let me know in the comment section.
Bro.
My wall is chopped. Oh no, it is not chopped. It is actually mogging.
My life savings.
It is mogging. It was my year's worth of savings. It is gone. Gone like that.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what to do? Can you tell me what to do?
Nah, chat, on a real note, somebody messaged me on Instagram. He said he lost my life.
So usually guys, what you want to do in mid is we cleared over here, but you should ideally freeze. Because the opponents can walk up and clear it, you should freeze mid. You can put up let's just go back and show you guys where you should put up a wall. So as soon as the minions over here crash, you should be putting up a wall right here, like this, so that it blocks, so that they can't go back to their tower and you can just keep zoning them, especially if you have a Kimmy on your team. Now this video is from the pre-nerf, so Kimmy is still pretty strong over here. She did receive a nerf very recently, yesterday on the 27th of November. So I don't think she's gonna be as strong right now. But with Kimmy, we should have blocked, but since we didn't see their mid laner or their roamer over here, we just went for the clear. Because as the roamer, you always want to clear mid lane. You always want to clear mid lane, and you always want to get the mid lane XP as much as you possibly can. So another thing is, usually I always tell you guys after clearing mid to help the jungle, but in this game I play a little bit differently. I try to get a gank onto like goal lane or just try to go around that area real quick right before. I think I was a bit zoned out. I'm not sure, but you shouldn't do that. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just directly gone to Lance to help his blue, then help Letho, right? And then after Letho, another wave should be colliding. So remember guys, every 10 seconds or 10 second of every minute, and 40. Sorry if my handwriting is bad, I'm using a mouse. 40-second of each minute. So within the next 10 seconds, right, the next wave is gonna spawn. And with that, every 30 seconds and every minute, you know, the beginning of every minute is when the minions in mid lane will collide together, right? When the minions in mid lane will collide together, and usually in these lanes they will collide together too within the 30-second and minute mark. Okay, it didn't do it this time because I delayed my minions. I delayed the minions, right? So Harriet and Yuzong, just by delaying, they will get the freeze advantage. Okay, I'm sorry that it's a bit too detailed. I really want you guys to understand this. So I make a mistake. I start heading towards bottom lane, I believe, and then I believe I lock back in, and then I start going back top lane. Yeah, so just because of this, I think the whole reason I rotated bottom lane was because since I didn't see Diggy on mid, what Diggy players really like to do is they always like to stay on the gold lane, right? They always like to camp around there. Since I didn't really want them to kind of fully dominate Harriet's lane, I did a quick rotation over there just to kind of help him out and lay out where they are, right? Kind of get a vision on them, maybe pressure them a little bit with my Kimmy. Alice is still clearing, so she can't really help her team out right now, so it's 3 versus 2. Okay, I think that is the whole reason why I went to gold lane. It's not a bad decision overall, but honestly Harriet can hold his own, and it's just better if I rushed level 4, right? I did the level 4 rotation where I help Lancelot clear, go and then help him clear Letho, go clear mid again, right? And then help him or just stand near the red, get the XP from it, right? And then go back gold lane, maybe get XP from the wave, right? Keep getting XP from each wave. Ideally that is the best for getting level 4, but you know, I couldn't do it because of the circumstances. Now level 4, you don't always get it. It really depends on the game. You don't always you're not always gonna get it, but yeah, you can always try. It really depends on the situation. Most of the times you won't get it. Your rotation needs to be perfect. Yeah, anyways, we just back off a bit here. Kimmy goes back to clear mid. Since I noticed that Kimmy has already kind of cleared mid, I really want to get the XP on gold side. As you can see over here, I really want to get this XP. So I come back around and just to help Harriet clear a bit so they don't pressure him too much, right? Just helping him clear. What happens this game though is Diggy just stays in this lane, bro. He just sits there, right? And I mean, we're not level 4 yet, so once you're going versus Diggy, you have to keep in mind, before level 4, before he gets his ult, harass him as much as you can. But since he's with Ixia right now, it's a bit difficult to do so, because Ixia is pretty strong in the early game. Right, once again, just went to mid, quickly checked on bottom lane. This was bad. I shouldn't have checked bottom lane. I should have just cleared mid and then gone to turtle. This was a bad move from me. I think I did this because I was just streaming and kind of playing on autopilot. I wasn't thinking about it, to be honest. That's why I did it. But yeah, you guys should be a bit more vigilant. Try not to get zoned out like me and try to focus and do your rotation properly so you can hit level 4. Yeah, well, I'm just giving vision on Alice. Just trying to get the next wave on mid because I really do want like a little bit more XP, you know, so I'm closer to level 4. Obviously this wave isn't going to help me, but I'm just still gonna clear it. They're not really doing turtle as of this moment. Kimmy is taking the EXP farm, and I'm just clearing up mid. Okay, so Alice goes in, she ults. Lancelot steals the turtle, he retries it, he gets it. Okay, I flicker out of the Lapu ultimate. I go back in and then finish him off, right? Remember, Yuzong is pretty strong for turtle fights. Their jungler wasn't even here to get the turtle. Another problem, right, is that they actually traded this bottom lane here. If we go back, I do believe their jungler went on Harriet, right? As far as I'm concerned, that's why he had to give lane. Yeah, so as you guys can see over here, we took turtle, yes, but the opponents did a good. So these guys are good. These opponents are good. They know how to trade. In my personal opinion, getting a full tower 2.5 minutes into the game is better than turtle. So they actually won this trade. Even though we got a kill onto Alice, the tower in itself is a really good trade because they got the entire gold for the tower. So it's just better for them, right? Anyways, Harriet is not gonna survive that. That's really difficult. And then they're gonna put they're gonna push the tower. We try to get turtle since it's already too late. We can't do anything about this. We were not there, right? But I feel like in this scenario, something I could have done better is try to spot where Haya is. Instead of trying to get level 4, which I'm not gonna get anyways, what I could have done, guys, is I'm streaming, so it's a bit difficult to concentrate, but I'm kind of VOD reviewing my own game here, and I'm telling you guys what the ideal rotation would have been. I could have tried to spot the Haya. If I spotted the Haya, I could have kind of gone to bottom lane. Like, I would have known that they're not contesting turtle. If Hayabusa isn't there, my team can handle them, right? He was ex-global #1 Lancelot. I'm sure he can take turtle when the opponent jungler isn't there, right? So what I could have done is just let my team be, let them take care of the turtle while I go bottom lane, so at least I can vision for my Harriet and help him versus Hayabusa. That is what I should have done, right? I should have done that, but it was kind of my bad over here. I was so zoned out. Like, guys, streaming is difficult. You kind of get really zoned out when you do so. I don't play good on stream because it's just I can't focus. And I also feel like I play worse when I talk too much. Like, I was talking to Des and just chilling here. You guys will just hear us say the goofiest things. I'll just unmute for a bit. Happy birthday. I know you were just joking or just being deadass racist. I'm just kidding, bro.
Oh, he's racist.
Guys, I can make... Yo, what is happening in bottom lane? Hey, yo? Yeah, see, it's just goofy. So, yeah, pretty much... we kind of lost bottom lane here. Now Diggy ulted. I'm gonna wait for his ult to finish. Then I go in, give Harriet a nice little double, right? And then he gets it, right? So I pretty much trapped them using my wall. They couldn't get out. Diggy was so low, right? He had to use his ultimate. Right? As soon as it ended, boom, I just ulted in and they both died. Now, you guys will see me struggle with the Diggy in the later stages of the game. And then you'll notice why, if used properly, Diggy can actually counter these engage roams. But at the end of the day, Diggy isn't really meta right now, and there is a good reason as to why he isn't. Now, it's just a scuff play. Look at this. Let's look at this again. Yuzong kind of goes for Diggy, but he uses the Revitalize and lives, which is very unfortunate. I should have panned my map onto Harriet as well. See, like, when I pan my map over here, it was so quick. It was so quick, but Harriet didn't have mana. And I didn't see this because my vision was on Diggy. But I'm pretty sure if I was, like, really locked in, I would have noticed that. Right? And another thing is, How was not on VC with us. You can see he was not on VC, so he couldn't really say it. But I should have noticed it, you know, regardless. Still, anyways, he couldn't have gone in. I was expecting Harriet to go in, right? But he couldn't. And I honestly thought Yuzong could kill him anyway, so I just went and thought we could finish him, but we couldn't. He had the Revitalize and lived. So it was a good play from Diggy, honestly. Yeah, so over here I die. Diggy saved his second skill for me, not for Yuzong, which was also another really good play. So that's really unfortunate. That's a really bad trade. And our Kimmy dies on top of that. 3 of our player died for none of theirs. Right? That's really sad. Alright, anyways, as you guys can see, we are kind of losing macro-wise. And I'll tell you why. Now, you guys might say, oh, but the score is 6-4. You know, and you guys got turtle. Yeah, we got turtle. But what I really don't like is being behind in towers. I don't know if you guys know, I hate being behind in towers. You don't want to do that. I always, even if we lose objectives, as long as we're ahead in towers, I'm happy. remember, like, listen, score doesn't matter. It's the objectives. Honestly, guys, like it doesn't matter, bro. Like, it does not matter. The objectives is what matters. Now, this is good though. This is good macro from Lancelot. He's pushing top lane, right? So since he's pushing top lane, Harith has no ulti. He just used it, right? We can't really fight. There's no way we can fight. Yuzong also doesn't have ulti. We can't take this fight in mid lane, and Harith is kind of in a bad position because Ixia ulted. And we really need to try to stall them in mid lane, so maybe Lancelot can get a push on top. Anyways, let's take a look at what happens. So good play from Hao, good micro. He kind of gets out of the ulti and also defends mid, which is really good. Turtle is coming up soon. Now the best thing to do would be kind of to give it here. Yeah, this was bad. This was really bad. Kind of a miscommunication. I honestly thought that Dez was in trouble. You know, like, his HP was so low. And yeah, like here, he dashes back in and then ultis. If Diggy didn't have his ultimate, the Ixia would have died. Right? If Diggy didn't have ultimate, Ixia would have died. And I'm pretty sure that's the play that Dez was going for too. It's just that shield, see, and the CC immunity really saved them. And Diggy just kind of entirely countered me here, right? So this is not good. And then I flickered too early. I flickered way too early, but I had no choice. I was gonna die if I didn't flicker. See? Alice was on me, Haya was on me. This was a good play from them. I should have just died instead of using my flicker. Because even if I use it, there's no way I'll live through this, so might as well save it, right? I kind of foolishly wasted it here. And then Haya has a shadow on me. And he can just ultimate, right? Which is not good. I die over here. We don't get any towers, we get nothing. Just 2 of our players die. The good thing is bottom lane is pushing. And Turtle is coming up soon. I'm not sure if we do get bottom lane or not. I think it would have been good if we pushed it. Would have been good. So at least we could have been equal. And now they get top lane. Yeah, and we're losing, guys. I know the score is 6-6. We're losing. You know, it's pretty obvious. Okay, so finally we get a nice shutdown on Ixia. That's really good. And now I saw that Lapu was somewhere here. I have my ulti still, so I'm just gonna aim it properly. Go in, finish him off, and there we go. We won the team fight. We also pushed the top lane tower. We saved our own top lane tower. And we're back in the game, baby. We're back. Now, we saw that Alice just used her first skill to teleport in, right? So she doesn't have anything. However, Diggy does a really good ulti here. They killed a Yuzong. I had to wall myself off there. He was kind of dead anyways. So that's unfortunate. I feel like this bottom lane should have been pushed here. It should have. Because, I mean, I guess... Yeah, I think Hao just kind of thought that it's going to get pushed regardless. So he went to get mid. Because there's no point in him coming here. He's not going to even make it in time. So I think he generally thought that they're going to get the tower. So he just went mid to try to push this. But I think it was a small miscalculation on his part. But yeah, like, I think, yeah, just push it and then go mid. But it is what it is. We did kind of overstay though. That is the problem here. We overstayed too long. I think just getting the kill on Lapu. After getting this kill on Lapu, we should have backed. Like right here, we killed a Lapu. And instantly back, bro. Alice is too much, guys. You see how tanky Alice is? She's so meta right now. Look, we should have just backed here. We should not, like, we got too greedy. We got too greedy because the Ixia is gonna be up soon. Hayabusa is still alive. And also, yeah, Hayabusa is still alive. Diggy's here. Alice is here. Hayabusa is still there. Right. We should have immediately backed up. But we just kept fighting to get better value, to kind of get a good wipe on them. However, it kind of backfires really bad with the Diggy ultimate. And we get killed. Like our Lancelot and our Yuzong, both of them die. Which is not good. And we didn't also get any towers, just the top one. So in terms of gold, I feel like we're equal right now. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we're still 1k ahead, but it can go both ways, right? We're still 1k ahead because we got those kills and we also pushed tower. And another thing is, despite that, Lancelot and Harith are farming pretty decently well. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but yeah, Lancelot and Harith, they're split pushing a lot, right? They're prioritizing farm compared to the Ixia, who is kind of just roaming around with Diggy. Ixia's macro isn't good. But House, like Harith, of course, I mean, they're from Team Ego, Des and How, they're really good players. Their macro is good. They're constantly farming really well. That's why our gold is still up. Now, over here, the main objective should be to defend mid, right? You should not be looking to fight. Now, why? Why should you not be looking to fight? Because Harith is dead and Lancelot and Yuzong are not here. It's just me and Kimmy. So all we have to do here is to just kill the damn minion and get out. That's it. We don't need to do anything else. And the best way to counter Diggy in this scenario is either me or Yuzong or Lance. Either one of us has to waste the Diggy ult. We have to try to bait it out of him by hitting him, getting him low enough, or getting someone from his team low enough to use it. And then like the other go in, right? So either one of us has to sacrifice our skills, right? So whether it be me with my ultimate, Wall and ultimate, or Yuzong with his Petri third skill, or Lancelot just dashing in, doing some good damage and getting back out, it has to be either one of us to bait the Diggy ulti. And then after we make him bait it, then I either go in with my second skill ulti, or Yuzong goes in with his third skill Petri, right? Or Lance goes in it. It really depends. But the best way to counter Diggy is for like getting someone to just bait it out. That's why Diggy isn't really the best right now, because it's very high dive comp, right? You have double fighter right now in lanes, and it's kind of hard because there are so many heroes diving at you. If you ulti versus one, the rest are gonna come, so it doesn't matter. So I'm actually gonna unmute around the part where me and Zex, who's the EXP laner, we kind of talk about it as well. Like we kind of decide, oh, I'm gonna go in first or you're gonna go in first towards the end. Right now we are all right. We defended mid. I'm trying to vision for Harith. Kimmy is here in mid lane, so she's gonna be able to clear it. Hayabusa used Shadow, so he can't really surprisingly catch Harith, which is fine. I see Ixia using her ulti here, and then I use ult, right? I use ulti, bait the Diggy ult. Look, I see the Ixia ulting my Kimmy, so I go in on her to CC her so she can't keep hitting, right? And as soon as I use my ulti, guys, you see the Yuzong, he comes flying in. He knows that there is no Diggy ult, and now you see what's gonna happen, right? Nice, he gets Ixia, he gets Lapu. They get Diggy. Right, Alice is really low. I doubt she's gonna die. She's so tanky. Yeah, she's gonna die. Nice. So guys, look at that. Just because I baited that Diggy ult, 4 of them died and only I died. Like, roamer, I'm the roamer, right? It doesn't matter. So just because of that simple play of just getting that Diggy ulti out and then lowering the Ixia significantly, because my whole combo, she took my whole combo and got significantly lowered, right? So let's go back a bit into this. So here you can see 4 people, right? All ultied, Ixia half HP, right? And then my first kill doesn't go through because Diggy ults. But Yuzong knows this. See? As soon as it ends, he's right there. This is how you need to coordinate, guys. Your like pretty much your skill usage, and this is how you play versus Diggy. The best way. This is like the best counter for Diggy, right here. See this, guys? Simple, easy. In solo, it's a bit more difficult because you won't have coordination like this. I know, I get it. But this is kind of like 5-man, and this is how you should be coordinating. Okay, so upon getting this Alice, I want you guys to notice what my team is gonna do, okay? So, right after they die, look, where does Lancelot go? Blue buff. What does Harith do? Push mid lane, right? They're all dead. What should you be doing when they're all dead? Taking as much of their resources as you possibly can. This is how you maintain a snowball. Pro teams, when something like this happens, they take control of the entire game. Now the entire game is in our hands. We're gonna get this mid, we're gonna get this blue, we're gonna get this turtle. Now we have really strong control of the map. simply because see how important mid lane is, guys. It opens up all of this area, all of it, right? Mid lane is so important. You can't let it go. Like it gives the opponent so much map control if you leave it. It's the most important lane. It's more important than bottom lane and top lane combined. Alright, there we go. We got turtle. And they ganked Yuzong, but Yuzong should be able to get away. It doesn't matter. He should be fine. My concern isn't him. My concern is right now pushing this tower. That's what we want to do. All of the opponents, we know all of the opponents are here, right? Because Yuzong saw it. They just went on him. Right here, all of them. Lapu, Ixia, Diggy, right? I also want you guys to notice patterns. Diggy and Ixia are always together in this game. Right? They're always together. They will always be together. So if Diggy's somewhere, Ixia is probably around. And just like that, we spotted so many. This tower is so free. I stopped the Lapu. He gets out with the second skill. That's okay. This is not a good fight for us to take right now. We shouldn't be taking this fight. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Kimi kind of dies. Because we shouldn't be taking that fight because Harith isn't there. It's a 4 versus 5. And Harith is a big damage dealer for us. He's a really big damage dealer. And Diggy still has ulti, right? It's a bit difficult. Nice. Nice kill onto Haya. I go for this Ixia. Why? Because me and Yuzong coordinated it. Yeah, we talked about it. I think I'm gonna unmute here and I'll let you guys listen.
Flicker. Flicker lap. Holy fuck.
I'm
Can you
jumping
pull up on
I'm
Ixia?
jumping on.
Nice. He's dead. Yeah, so Zex was in with my team, guys. We played in Pro Scene. He was in my team before, so we kind of have really good synergy. So as soon as he saw me ulti Ixia, he came in and kind of finished her off, right?
Oh, this dude.
Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna skip forward a bit. Now, once again, Diggy ulti still active. There we go. He used it. As soon as he used it, I ultied in. Shouldn't have done that. This was terrible. This was terrible. What am I doing? Just back. Yeah. Just back. My Harith isn't here. This is not a good position to fight. My Yuzong just died. I'm really low. I should be ultiing this way to get out. Right? But I ulti in and then waste my flicker to get out. Not good at all. Even though, yes, we baited Diggy's ult. Yes, it worked out. But it was just not a good position to fight because our teammates were not really there. We need Harith and Kimi for these team fights right now. They are the highest damage dealers. They're gonna take care of the back line, our front line, and Lance is there for the back line, right? But we have to distract the front lines first before Lance can go in. So look at like Dez's positioning. He's always ready to go on the back line whenever we distract the front. So we couldn't do that, and now he has to back out. He cannot engage on backline because the front line saw him and they're all gonna go on him, and we have to back out. Kind of wasted flicker here. Now Lord is coming up. We are at a disadvantage. The best thing to do for us right now is to apply pressure top lane. What I'm doing is just hanging around Lord so that opponents are not able to take it. Because if we just leave this area and go somewhere else, like to push top and stuff, they're gonna just take Lord. We need to keep control of this area right now. We're still in control of the game because they haven't taken our mid tower. Simply because of that, we are still in control. Okay, so Yuzong gets a nice kill onto Diggy. However, Lancelot dies, but we kill the Lapu. And I still have my ultimate, right? I still have my ultimate. I just use it on Alice. Now, yes, it would have been good if I went top lane to help my team. But using it on Alice isn't bad because we killed... It's 2 for 3 trade. but I would say it's not really the best because it's their roamer, XP, and mid. Whereas our main DPS, Harith and Lancelot, die. So that's not really the best trade. But you know, it is what it is. And we're also in control of the map now. They can't control it because 3 of theirs just died and we have 3 of ours, right? So we usually win this. Now I'm just trying to zone out anyone who's coming near the Lord. And the reason that we started doing it is because Lancelot and Harith are gonna be back soon. So I'm just keeping the Haya and the Diggy busy. I'm not letting him recall. See, Yuzong just pushed up mid lane. They have to clear it. He dies for it, but we get Lord. Right? We secure Lord. So that's good. And he should be back by the time Lord is up and pushing. Right, so there I just visioned for Kimi a bit. I see Hayabusa lurking around this area. There isn't really much to do. Now I'm just gonna back up. And then I'm gonna go to... I believe I should be going top lane now. Now I try to reset the buff. The blue buff. Yeah, I reset it. It goes all the way around if you place your wall like that. I see Lancelot fighting with Hayabusa. Nice one. He wins. He wins the fight. Alice ulted. They have nothing. I can't really ulti in because why? I know Diggy has ulti, right? I need to wait for him to use it. Listen, like this little corner, I honestly expected to just go in, right? I just used the ulti. I didn't expect that this wall is gonna block me. I thought I would go straight through. But I need to be a bit more careful and take my time with the ultis. I just swiped it, right? Because I can't always... Because I need to act quick here, right? I need to act quick, but this ulti was bad. The wall blocked it, honestly. It is what it is. Now Diggy ultis, but he's blocked by the wall still, right? And he still dies. And we have Lord with us. And now we push mid. Lapu is dead. All of them dead. Wipe out. And now we should be able to end. Yep, that's GG's right there. And guys, that is how you pretty much play a setter type of tank with Diggy. I know I made a lot of mistakes, but I'm not gonna make excuses. I did make a lot of mistakes. It was a bit difficult for me to concentrate, but you know, we don't care about that. I want you guys to be better, okay, when you're playing your games. We did get MVP. We tanked a lot. And as you guys can see with the item builds, once again, I built Dominance first. It should always be first. Antique. I built Antique first, right? Because Alice isn't gonna do much to me till the late game. She isn't gonna do much. I don't have to worry about her too much. So I just built Antique right away for Ixia, Lapu, and Haya. This one item counters them all. And versus Ixia, you should be building Antique first because her skills do a very high chunk of damage. Right? From her kit, her skill does a lot. So you should build Antique versus that. Then I built Radiant for the Alice. Then I believe I was going for Immortality. Right? And then after Immortality, I probably would have finished it off with Chastised Pauldron. Simply, and not Blade Armor. Why? Because Chastised Pauldron, the passive, gives you a little bit of health, right? When you're at 30% HP, instantly you will start recovering 20% back. Right? You're gonna start recovering within the next 2 seconds. So that would have helped me, and Chastised Pauldron also has some physical defense. Right? And Blade Armor is kind of like not super useful because Ixia doesn't even attack that fast to begin with. It's not really gonna hit her back that much. And yeah, it has a lot of physical defense, but Chastised Pauldron's passive, right, just makes it a little bit better simply because of that and the physical defense. So that would have been my full item build. But yeah, guys, I'm so sorry that I talked too much in this video. Like I know I just kept yapping and yapping, but I'm trying to give you guys as much information as I can. I'm sorry if it's too long, and for the people that stayed, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. If you think this video really helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you like, I might continue. Like, I used to make videos like this before. Do you guys want me to like check my last video? Do you guys want it in that format, or do you guys like this format more? Let me know in the comment section. It'll really help me out. And yeah, have a good one, guys. I'll see you in the next video.